Well, hello, family. It's so nice to be with you today. We're so glad you dropped by to another episode, as we call them, of At Home. Truly, with this crowd, it is an episode, believe me. This crew is something else. They are hysterical. But anyway, I just want to say that I'm glad you came by. I hope that you're having a good day. Hope that the Lord is blessing you like He wants to because you allow Him to in your life. And today we're going to make a meal, a whole complete meal. Because this is a meal, this is Paul's new favorite dinner. Now, he has a lot of favorites, but this is the brand new one. Because Rick, who's part of our crew, had given me a bag of these big, wonderful banana peppers that he grew in his own garden. And oh my gosh, these things were beautiful. I mean, I don't know what he puts on his plants, but I mean, they were awesome. So I was thinking, what can I fix with them? What can I do? You can fry them up with peppers and onions and all that stuff, mushrooms, but I wanted to stuff them. So I'm making today something stuffed because, you know, some of these peppers, you don't know if they're going to be hot or if they're going to be mild or a combination of both. So I made a stuffing that will go in there that is going to be good if they're mild or hot. And then we're going to put it with my, what I call my So Good Parmesan angel hair noodles. That's going to get teamed up. And then for dessert, a delectable apple tart. Oh, you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned. All of this today in honor of my own precious husband, who I always say he's the best. 40 years we've been married, you know, it was in August. We were married 40 years, and he is the best. He's the best guy anybody could ever want for a husband, and I'm so thankful that the Lord blessed me with Paul. We'll be back with Paul in just a minute, right after today's at-home hint. Stay with us. Here's today's at-home hint. Always give freshly cut apples a lemon juice bath when making applesauce, pies, or tarts. Freshly squeezed lemon juice is best as the acid keeps the fruit from browning.
We want you to be a part of the at-home family.
It's always good when the family gets together, always.
For updates, pictures, stories, and more, like us on Facebook.
Well, as promised, here's the best guy in the world right here, my husband, Paul. 40 years, huh, honey?
40 years.
Don't say 40 long years like you usually do.
No, I didn't say that.
But what were you going to say?
40 years and a couple months.
Oh, okay. To be precise, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we found, like I said in the open, we found this recipe because Rick had given us some of those banana peppers and we liked it. And so today we're going to put that together for you. Honey, what I need you to do is to empty a half a can of that into this bowl and then the rest of it in here and fill both the cans up with some nice hot water and stir that around, okay?
Okay,
All
good
right.
deal.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you about the stuffing. Here you go. Here are the banana peppers. Now you could use Cubanelles, you could use any other kind, but you know, if you're going to work with these, they have heat. So you need to use, if I could get this open, this would be really nice to get this on my hand. Really need to use a glove. There we go. And we've cleaned all the others, but we're saving this one just to show you. You want to cut the top off, like so. You want to go in there and cut around where those seeds are, just like that. Doesn't matter if that breaks, not to worry. Then you're going to go in and pull that whole pot of seeds out. See how it comes out? Empty out the seeds, because that's where all of the heat is, in the seeds and in the membrane. Now, this is pretty straight, but I always cut these in half because I still want to get that membrane out. See that? When it's like that, that's what you're looking for. Where this recipe calls for about 10. And then I go in and do the bottom part. If you have trouble with that, take your knife and just split it down, open it out, and then you can reach in there and pull out the membrane and the seeds. Just like that, okay? Good. Now, I have 1 pound of any kind of sausage you like. This happens to be just plain mild sausage. And and we have a half a can of the tomato soup, not sauce. 3/4 of a cup. These are Italian bread crumbs. And I'm going to put this other, because I'm going to get in there and really knead it up. How are we doing?
Pretty good.
Okay, stir that around so it gets dissolved really well. And you want to use a nice deep dish for this too. Also going to put about 1 cup of cheese. And we have the soup in there. Did you put the soup in there? Oh yeah, okay,
Yes,
there I
I
see
did.
it. All right, now you just mix this up. You want to drain that sausage well, and then just add everything to it. Just like this. You need to let the sausage cool down a little bit before you add the cheese, because the cheese will melt right into it. You don't want that to happen. Okay. Look like fun? Better put some of those on, honey, because you're going to be doing this too. Yep. And this is going to serve, look at that. How did that get in there? We have a hole, Houston. There we go. Okay. So we stir, and then we start to take our peppers, and you want to be generous, but you just start to push the stuffing down into the pepper, like that. Just like that. What are we doing? Guess we're losing the gloves. And then we're going to take our pepper and just sit it in there. You're back, huh?
Yeah.
A little problem.
I couldn't get them open.
Okay. Well, having never done this before, I can understand. This is a foreign object to Paul, these gloves. Now you want to try not to put the fingers in there. The fingers don't taste good. It's okay. Not a problem. Push it down in there, babe. Good. Okay, now lay it down. There we go. You want to check the other end, make sure that these are stuffed well. Now you could use if your family really likes hot foods, you could use hot sausage. You could use all breadcrumbs and put an egg in there to hold it together. But I think it's just nice to put the sausage in there. Like I said, make sure when you're putting it in to start, like when you want to start your skillet, please be sure that you break it up real a lot, like with the bottom of a spatula, because you don't want big chunks of meat because it won't fit into the hole of the pepper. So you want to be sure to do that. Okay? And we're going to keep doing this.
Pack it pretty tight.
Pack it in there tight. Now these are going to bake, this is unusual. These will bake for about, how long we bake these for? About 2 hours at 300. And then I turn the oven off, and I let them sit in the oven. And then when it's time to eat, I fire it up to 350 for about 45 minutes. Let them get nice and brown. Oh boy. Extremely delicious. Keep going, honey.
Keep going.
Keep going. I want to tell you too that what you can do, get your pot ready for the water for your the pasta that we're going to be doing too, because that's going to come next. So you can have that on about a half hour before these are done, so you're bringing everything together at one time, okay? Important to do that. Okay, we got a few more. This makes 20 pieces. You serve 3 or 4 or 5, depend on. They warm up well. So good. Delicious, in fact. And then we're going to make the apple tart. That's going to be something you're really going to like. We're going to finish this up. You're going to take a break. We come back. We're going to start on the next step of Paul's favorite stuffed pepper meal. We'll be right back.
If you love At Home with Arlene Williams, then subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have hundreds of episodes with all your favorite recipes, holidays, and friends.
Say hi to your fan club.
Hi, fan club.
And don't forget to click the bell so you'll never miss another episode of At Home.
Well, we're back, and we have all of these peppers are filled. And this is what it looks like. Any extra of the stuffing you might have, just sprinkle it over the top of the peppers. He's going to cover it with foil. Goes in. Now the recipe says a 300-degree oven. You'll want to do that for a couple of hours if you have that time. If you don't, set it for 350 or 375 just to get it really hot. Peppers don't take long to cook. The sausage is already cooked. All you want to do during that time is to make sure that all those flavors are together. Okay? All right, honey, you want to put that in? And then we'll get started on some other things. Here you go. Okay. That's Paul's big part in the kitchen at home. He's always getting stuff in and out of the oven for me. Okay, we're waiting for our water to come to a boil so we can start our pasta. Because that's angel hair, it takes 4 minutes to cook, doesn't take long at all. But that's going to be ready in just a minute or two. Now, you want to start to make a salad?
I'll make salad.
Okay, we really like romaine lettuce because we just think, well, the doctor says, or nutritionists say, the greener the lettuce, the more nutritional it is. So he's going to go ahead and start with that. We want to make sure that's really clean. And he's just chopping it up, and we have a nice big salad bowl here. I'm going to come over here, and I want to show you how to make our tart. This is all ready here for our Parmesan noodles. We have about 4 or 5 apples, and I like Gala apples. I just really like the flavor, and they're a good cooking, bacon, eating apple, all around good apple. Okay, and what we're going to put here, I have some lemon zest. This is probably a tablespoon or just what you have from 1 lemon. We're going to add that in. Lemon always perks up the flavor of whatever it is that you're making, and it's a good thing to have. So now we do brown sugar. Just going to, all these recipes are available through our wonderful newsletter. I'll tell you how to get that at the end of the program. Here's a tablespoon of flour. And we have some cinnamon, a little bit of fresh ground nutmeg. We have some raisins, just a few, not too many. You can leave them out if you don't like raisins. You don't have to have it. We have some walnuts. I like the combination. It's about a half a cup. If you don't want that many, don't use them. Then we have some of the lemon juice that we had from our lemon that we zested. Now, the last is about 1/4 of a cup of honey. And for time's sake, I'm just going to take the top off because you know how that is when you're having to squeeze that puppy. Okay. And we wonder why the lid's a mess. You just saw why it is. Okay, and then all we're going to do here with this is mix it up. You want to make sure that it's well blended. A little bit of flour in there will thicken it so that the juice of the apple doesn't run all over the place. How we doing, honey?
I'm doing good.
Looking good, okay. Very good. I wish you could smell those peppers because we have some already in the oven that we baked before. Oh, that smell in this place is incredible. Someday we'll have smell-o-vision, and then you'll really know. Okay, what we have here now is a sheet of puff pastry. We have a sheet of puff pastry, and it's thawed. Buy this in the store. We're just going to open it. I'm going to lay it on a piece of parchment on a cookie sheet. That makes the cleanup a whole lot easier. Much, much easier. So we stretch it out a little bit because we have, if you feel like that's too many apples, don't make that many apples, but it's versatile enough that you can do what you want to with it, okay? And then we're just going to lay these apples. You say, oh, I could never make an apple pie. You don't have to. Look at this. And we're just laying, and this isn't supposed to cover. This is just to mound up in the center, like that. Okay? Can't you smell those apples? Tell you what, this time of the year, apples, cider, pumpkin. What more could you want? I'm gonna go in here, excuse me, dear. And I have some butter. I'm just gonna pat a few pats here and there, even these out a little bit, and just put some at random all over the apples. Not hard, not difficult, and that butter just adds such good flavor to the crust. Now, this is the best part. All you do with this is just start to fold it up and pinch the dough as you're going around. Fold it up and pinch the dough. Capiche? That's all you have to do. How easy is that? You have to pinch it so it stays up. Something you want to remember. Pinch the dough, push it up. This is puff pastry, so there's going to be a puff to it. And you can make small individual ones, or you can make these larger ones. Almost looks like an apple dumpling when you make the little ones. But basically, that's it. And then we're just going to sprinkle a little sugar on the top. Just like that. How easy is that? And we're going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about 30 to 40 minutes or until it browns. We want it to brown. Excuse me, babe, would you put this in the oven for me, in the top oven? Okay. I'm sorry, in the bottom oven. We got things in all these ovens here today. Sorry, my mistake. Okay. Now how about dropping that pasta in there? That cooks in 4 minutes. And we're going to add some butter, some olive oil, and then we're going to add some Parmesan cheese, some fresh basil, some red pepper flakes, and some freshly ground black pepper. And we come back, we're going to be in the dining room, and we're all going to be enjoying Paul's new favorite dinner. We'll be right back in just a minute.
To get all the recipes from today's show, plus hundreds of others, just click the link in the video description or visit our website, ctvn.org/at-home.
Now, why do you like this particular dinner?
Because we can eat.
Because you can eat. Well, that's basic.
No, I like the stuffed peppers.
You like that little
They're
tang,
very good.
huh? Paul likes it. He doesn't like it overwhelmingly hot, but he likes a tang to it. And then you also said you like the dessert, huh? Yeah,
Dessert.
the apples. We're going to also add a little something extra there, but let's take a little walk around the table. Start there with our peppers. You can see that you're going to add some more cheese on the top of them when you go to serve them, because that's string and it's so good. That's just sharp cheddar. Next to it is our angel hair pasta. Recipes there. Little bits of the basil in with that. That I can make a meal just on the pasta. And then we added a nice tossed salad. Paul cut up all the salad fixings. We have some good, actually I think that's Caesar dressing, but you could your own favorite vinaigrette, balsamic vinegar, whatever goes on that. And then there's the dessert down there. There's our apple tart. Oh boy, I tell you what. You say, Arlene, why would you go to the trouble of doing all this? Because this guy right here, through some situations that I've gone through that I shared with you recently, this man stood by me and took care of me like nobody else could. Did things for me that I didn't think he could, and he probably didn't think he could either. But it's amazing the strength that comes forth when you have to have strength. So be encouraged. And just realize, you know what? God always sends somebody to help you out. He will be there for you if you give your heart and your life to him. That's all he's looking for, is for you to give yourself to him. So thanks, Paul. Thank you, family. And be sure to join us the next time, because it just wouldn't be the same without you. We'll see you then.
Furnishings provided by Levin Furniture, featuring Lane's Country Living Collection. Food provided by Jordan Banana Company, wholesalers of fresh fruit and vegetables in Trevosburg, Pennsylvania.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home. Thank you for watching.
Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.